This is VSiN, the sports betting network.
Follow the money. That's what I always say. You always follow the money. Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Paulie Howard on VSiN.
Here we go. Welcome in. It is Follow the Money on VSiN, the sports betting network. Mitch Moss along with Paulie Howard. We are live in downtown Vegas from the Circa Resort and Casino as always. 3-hour show lined up today on the program. Jonathan Davis in studio. He's in town for the Golden Knights and the Anaheim Ducks tonight, Game 5. He'll join us in 30 minutes, talk best bets in the National Hockey League. 2 huge games in that sport tonight. John Hasselbauer on the program in 90 minutes. We'll analyze the PGA Championship. And Derek Stevens in studio, owner, CEO of this great property, a little bit later on. We'll get into the schedule, the leaks that we have so far in the NFL, and where we're at with the contest and when they're going to announce everything here for Circa Survivor and everything beyond that, Paulie. Well, was that it for LeBron last night? Is that going to do it?
I hope not. He can't go out that way. He had a great close to the season. He was awesome against the Rockets. He was good in this series. They didn't have enough manpower here and firepower. I think he'll retire a Laker. I'm going to stick to it. I think the odds are crazy. I don't think Cleveland's going to happen. Golden State would worry me. You know, Pelinka saying all the right things after the game, that they'd love to have him back. You know what Jeannie Buss said when that article on the Buss family, but how much power does she have? Still has a piece of the Lakers, but sold most of it. But I think that he has to retire a Laker, and I hope these two sides can come to an agreement, and he has another year left in him. I'm
sure some national sports books are going to post up LeBron's future odds. No doubt prediction markets have it. Offshore books do as well. I'll give you one set of numbers here that we're looking at. If he is going to retire, the yes is actually plus 275. The no is minus 450. So the numbers would agree with you that he would be coming back. Now, will he go back and return to the Lakers next year? The no is actually minus 150. The yes on that is plus 110. And then his next team odds, the Cavaliers are even money.
That's crazy.
Then Golden State 3-1. Denver 5-1. Could the Nuggets actually pull something like this off? I don't think they have it in them.
No.
The Knicks are 7-1. Stephen A. Smith said that's the number one team for him. And the Bucks are 9-1. Did you see that today?
What?
Stephen A. Yeah, the pecking order for LeBron James, number 1, the New York Knicks.
Okay. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Come on. You're not doing anything if you go to the final.
No, of course not. You're not going to touch the team.
They've been on fire. So Golden State, I think, should be the favorite, and that would be the team that would concern me there, that they're going to try to run this back and maybe add another piece as well. But he averaged 23, 7 and 6 in the playoffs, 27 and 6 for the season, and had a good series against OKC. Also did a great job, as he wasn't used to being the third option when there was a little bit trouble there when they had the bad numbers because he didn't know how to be the third option. But then they had that 15-2 run. Then everyone got hurt. But still, they pulled a massive upset against the Rockets, just overpowered here against the Thunder. And I think that's a pretty good team next year. You're going to get a healthy Reeves, a healthy Luka, LeBron. And it's interesting. I know you sent this off as well. I don't know how good the source is, but that Luka is saying, don't trade Reeves for Giannis, and I like Reeves. But if you do that, you have to add some defensive help because of the issues they have. They're scoring machines, but you need a little help defensively. And, what happens to Ayton and some of these other guys, too? And can they get Watson from Denver, who's up, and he's a clutch guy, too? That'd be awesome if they could get a guy like Watson.
Well, I will say this about that game last night. That fourth quarter was absolutely sensational. The shot making back and forth was absolutely lights out.
Yeah.
And I have one big regret, and that is I only bet during this hot streak for Rui Hachimura, I only bet him once.
Yep.
I want more games now with the Lakers so we can keep betting Rui.
He's a good player.
Finally.
Yeah.
I mean, he went.
I know.
When I watched him play and I had massive futures on Gonzaga in 2019 to win the title, I thought they were the best team in college basketball before they lost to Texas Tech. I watched that kid a lot. They beat Duke and Maui that year with Zion Williamson. I'm like, Rui is like the second best player in the country or right up there. And I thought he was going to be a stud in the NBA. Well, this version now, like 7 years later, clearly he can be a major contributor to a really good team.
I'm with you. 12-1 overrun to end the season on his threes. They got to keep him, too. He's a nice player. And the other thing is, what doesn't get enough attention, OKC had all these picks, and OKC did well in the draft, but the player development is off the charts. Here's Mitchell, wide open, bang. McCain gets in there, microwave, automatic score. I mean, what they've done, and that was a big problem for years with the Lakers. You know, I know Coach Storr pointed that out with us like the first time he came on. You would draft these guys, they would be busts, and they'd go out and have good careers.
Sure, somewhere else.
In their next stop, right, and become good scorers. But there's a good future there, and people forget they've had 2 trips to the Western Conference Finals. I know Denver had their number, but in those series, Hachimura played well too. So you had to make the Luka trade. Could it have looked different with Anthony Davis? You know, is this a different series with Luka? They probably lose in 5 anyways. OKC is too good. But I think they have to keep LeBron, and I think he's going to stay and retire a Laker and do the right thing.
Well, it's too late to talk me out of this because I already made these bets. One would be A.J. Mitchell to be the Western Conference Finals MVP at 100-1.
Yeah.
And the other one would be, I like that one better. I also bet NBA Finals MVP at 200-1. Because at that point, you think Jalen Williams is going to be back if he's not already for the Western Conference Finals. But the kid was unbelievable again last night. And if he plays like he did against the Lakers, that ticket can cash.
No doubt.
So I just need Jalen Williams to potentially miss some more games here in Oklahoma City to keep playing him as much as they have. And if he contributes like that, boy, oh boy.
In the finals, I don't know. But it would be a tough go for him if they face San Antonio. I mean, the Lakers had some bad defensive breakdowns and just leaving guys wide open. But I do like the ticket, though. Very good.
There's also this. Will Oklahoma City go undefeated in the playoffs? 18-1's available. How about the total number of losses in the playoffs by Oklahoma City? I'm seeing 3. You see...
There's 3.5 at DraftKings.
DK has 3.5?
We mentioned this when the Phoenix series was underway. It was 5.5. Mama, what a miss that was.
I know.
3.5 under minus 180 at DraftKings.
So what's the most realistic path there for that to stay under, right? And if they get the Spurs.
I mean, they could beat... Spurs can beat them. They could also beat them in 6. And then could the Knicks take them to 6? Then they could win the title, but you still lose. It goes over.
Do you think the Knicks can beat the Thunder in a 7-game series?
I do. The way
Man,
they're playing,
if you go back 3 weeks, I would have laughed at you, and I think I probably did on the show. I would have said no chance. Now, the way that the Knicks are playing, I really can't rule anything out.
No. It's because how they changed the offense. They've dialed it up a notch with the intensity defensively. Bridges has found his game. McBride has been a pleasant surprise. He's been hot. You're going to get OG back. He's been a beast. And Towns, as the playmaker role, has been awesome.
So you want to go over 3 or 3.5 then, thinking that the Spurs could potentially beat them or at least take like 2 games from them? And then if it is the Knicks, New York will probably take at least 2 from them as well? And the over would be the winner there?
Well, you got to get the Spurs, though.
You have to.
I think they take out Minnesota in 5. Or probably sweep.
As do I.
That's the thing.
The
intriguing prop is also with the Knicks. The Knicks are 6.5. Now, they already have 2 losses. But to me, I think you have to go the over there, though, too, because they are favored no matter what in the next round. I reached out to Jeff Sherman at the Westgate. He'd make them $1.75 against Detroit. They would not have home court. He makes them $3 against the Cavs. They would have home court.
That's right.
The thing that would kill you there, though, is what if they win in 5? Which could happen. They're so hot. Because you say, are they going to beat the Thunder? There's 4 losses. Now you're at 6. But what if it's the Spurs, or what if it's a short series in the East, in the Eastern Conference Finals? That's a great prop also up at DK. Okay,
so if you bet the over 6.5, first they have to make the finals then. But they also have to lose at least 1 game, you would think, and then you hope they get Oklahoma City and they lose that. Because the Knicks, they can beat the Spurs, yeah?
Yes.
Absolutely they can.
Yes. They had great performances against them.
So
the one in the Garden, they were awesome.
And the tournament out here. And so you would think that, man, you need the Spurs in to probably take 3. It's going to have to go 7 games. Unless the Eastern Conference Finals. Which way are you leaning, by the way?
Over 6.5 losses.
Imagine if you bet that.
Detroit will give them a tough physical series.
How about if they swept the Eastern Conference Finals and then lose in 4 in a sweep to the Thunder? It stays under 6.5. Well, who are they going to be playing, by the way? Are you confident that the Pistons are going to get this done?
Yeah, I'm not. Cavs have to prove it to me, though, now. Finally, for the first time in the playoffs, that looked like the team that was favored to win the East for much of the year. That was a team that lived up to their power rating. When you handicap this stuff, it's difficult. about who's going to have a halftime tirade and go off. Mitchell apologized to the team at halftime. He only had 4 points. He said, I'll step up, and then he tied Sleepy Floyd's record, what he did. Now, the 23-0 run to start the second half was incredible, but that's the Cleveland team that's dangerous, and it's not the reason they lost, but boy, Detroit got a vicious whistle. Brutal. And you look at Mitchell shot more free throws than the entire Detroit team. So I think they'll get some calls coming up tomorrow at home. But the Cavs, they're only the third team in history now to start 6-0 at home and 0-5 on the road. Here, the lowest price I've seen, Detroit's $1.30 to win a series.
Okay. How many more games like that are we going to get from James Harden the rest of the way?
I don't know. That's tough.
I'll put it at 1.
You okay?
1.
All right.
You want to go over or under that? I think we'll get 1 more maybe like that. Are we going to get 2? I would not bet on that happening.
Well, that's the Mitchell we have to see, though. I'm not saying he's going to do 40 every game, but being aggressive, attacking the basket, knocking down the threes, and finally getting to the free throw line. Because remember, he complained about that. I don't flop. 15 trips to the line, and they were awesome in that blitzkrieg the first 6 minutes of the third quarter.
Put it this way. The second that you turn on the Cavaliers game, Donovan Mitchell must pop off the screen as the best player for Cleveland and basically the best player on the court.
Yes.
He has to, otherwise they have no chance.
Yep.
Are your Wild done?
I think so. Yeah.
Cooked now after last night?
That was a great performance. Condolences if he had the under. Oh, my God.
That's as bad as it gets.
How does this keep happening?
Well, it's a hockey, so.
Five in the third period and 2 empty net goals in the final minute.
Yep.
But all the changes, it was great. The goalie changed, the line changes, everything, the butt end, the 4-minute power, nothing fazed them. They were great. They were awesome last night.
How about this? Coming up tonight's playoff action, we'll get into it next year on VSiN. I found a number at 60-1 for something that's already happened in the series.
Racetrack Television Network brings you every race, from every track, on every screen, every day. With monthly packages starting as low as $5, RTN gives you great value and access to more live HD streaming and race replays than anyone. Visit RTN.tv today to sign up and watch on almost any device, including Roku and Amazon Fire. Use promo code TRYRTN for a 5-day free trial.
This is VSiN, a network of sports betting analysts, writers, hosts, and handicappers, all here to help you become a more confident bettor. We broadcast live every day from Las Vegas, the sports betting capital of the world, and from studios across the country, giving you insight from every angle of the action. Take VSiN with you wherever you go with the VSiN Watch app, or catch us on streaming platforms and regional sports networks. You can also listen live on SiriusXM Channel 158 and on radio stations nationwide. Check out VSiN.com as well for betting tools, exclusive betting splits, AI-powered player prop projections from Opta, pro picks for every game, plus in-depth betting guides and articles built to give you an edge. From sharp betting analysis and daily best bets to insider interviews and expert breakdowns, VSiN is your trusted source for everything happening in the world of sports betting. See everything we have to offer at VSiN.com and become part of the Sports Betting Network.
On the next to numbers game, it's Matt Brown in for Gil Alexander. We'll get you set for everything you need to know for the PGA Championship. We'll break down the course, the odds board, and run through everything we've bet so far. Plus, it's a packed Wednesday guest list. Paul Sporer from Fangraphs joins us to talk through the MLB card for the day. Nick Whalen from RotoWire hops on for the NBA playoffs. And of course, we run through everything with Will Hill. All that and more on a numbers game, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Before we get into tonight's action, let's expand on what you were saying about the Pistons for Game 5 against the Cavaliers, as the series now will go back to Detroit. Here at Circa, they're laying 4.5. Series price, Detroit about $1.30, $1.35 here. You were talking about the differences last night in free throw shooting.
I thought it was outrageous. I mean, every time a Cleveland guy went near the basket, there was a foul call, and Detroit couldn't get a foul. And it was showed that in like how the officials officiated that, I thought was egregious. It was 34-12 Cleveland, and Mitchell shot 15 free throws himself, more than the entire Detroit team, and they attacked the rack.
Yeah, and this was there's a reason why coaches and players do this, and we'll tell you about that. But here is J.B. Bickerstaff, Pistons head coach, not happy after the game last night.
It's unacceptable. It is. We didn't do enough, obviously, to help ourselves, and I'll start there. But ever since we came to Cleveland, the whistle has changed. There's no way that one guy on their team shoots more free throws than our team. We're not a settle team. We're not a jump shooting team. We drive the ball, attack the paint. So what was done out there tonight, it's frustrating. But we can't allow that to be the reason why, because we didn't play well enough and play to the best of our capabilities. But again, you look at the foul count, you look at the disparity, and that's hard to overcome. And you wonder, the reason why. It's interesting, since Kenny made his comments publicly about, us, the whistle's changed in this series.
Okay.
Yeah, very good.
Yep.
Very good. Number one, he has to do it. It usually works. Number two, it's a fact.
Sure.
I thought they got a bad whistle, no doubt. And it's also changed what Mitchell said about I don't get to the line, also what Cade said, too. So I would expect a different whistle tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, and the recent example that we have as an analogy or the comparison would be what happened after Game 2. Oklahoma City defeated the Lakers. They'll go up 2-0. And the Lakers and Austin Reeves, they were not happy. They huddled around the referee, and they gave him a piece of their mind. And they were doing that to set up Game 3. And in Game 3, the Lakers shot 25 free throws. The Thunder shot 10. So rest assured, the Pistons will get a much better whistle in Game 5 when it goes back home tomorrow night to Detroit and laying 4.5 points. This is wild with the Cavaliers. Can't win on the road and then automatic at home.
Yeah. But, the Toronto series, again, was an indictment, though, of what happened and why that series never should have gone 7. But they got to prove it to me now.
Yeah.
And it starts tomorrow night, and I don't know if they can do it.
So as far as tonight's game goes, the Spurs hosting Minnesota. This number's all over the map. It's between 9.5 and 10.5. Here at Circa, 9.5 minus 115 on the Spurs. Total is 218. Victor Wembanyama did not get suspended, so he's going to be playing. Only played in 12 minutes in Game 4 before he was tossed for that elbow to the neck of Naz Reid. Here's the bet that I made earlier today. I'm shopping around. I'm like, let me see what Wemby is to have a triple-double tonight. And most books have around 18 or 20-ish to 1 on a triple-double. Now, mind you, he did this in Game 1, that 2-point loss at home when he only had 11 points, but he grabbed 15 rebounds and he had 12 blocks. FanDuel and Boyd out here in Las Vegas, kind of our version of FanDuel, 60 to 1 triple-double. 3 times better than most books. I had to...
Yeah, very good.
Odds are against him, obviously. Like, is he going to have 10 blocks again? Very unlikely. But 60 to 1 for something he's already done in the series, I had to bet that.
Yeah, in Game 3, 5 blocks.
That's right.
That's very good. I like what you said last week. Why Wemby and Castle were laughing at the end of Game 1. Why were you laughing? Because we couldn't play any worse, and we almost won the game. And then they obliterated him in Game 2. He was Superman in Game 3, and then the suspension. Even though he's out early... But it goes back to Fox, show up, deliver, come on. Knock down some open shots. He was horrendous. But still, they're up 8 with 8 minutes and then let it slip away. So they are the better team, but it doesn't mean they're going to win. And I think, but it's too high, though, with the price and to be 10.5-point favorites. You've said it many times, but it's accurate. This is a very good Minnesota team and a deep roster. And now Ant's fully healthy to me. I mean, what he did in the last game, showing no side effects and any problems with the injury. So to me, he's fully back in what he's doing. And they can win this series, even though the Spurs are the better team. But I want to see a aggressive Wemby come out here and also with the role players to have a better performance. And you could say, listen, we're up 8 with 8 minutes, much like Game 2 against Portland. We just have to close and do a better job. But certainly all that stuff and the ease and getting to the basket over and over again like they did at the end of Game 4 will not happen tonight with the big man back.
Sure, I would agree with that. And I totally, echo what you were saying. They have to feel pretty good about almost winning that game and kind of giving it away late in the fourth quarter without Wemby and how they played and how they adjusted with small ball after he was ejected going back tonight. But I also think 10.5 is too many. The Opta AI, how about this? At VSiN.com, the Opta AI projections, they spit out Anthony Edwards for 20.28 points tonight. That goes way under his posted prop.
Yeah.
And so if you can find, if they're accurate with this one tonight, laddering him under 24.5, under 23.5 at plus money, that could come in big time. And I need to point out, by the way, Paulie, De'Aaron Fox and Dylan Harper are currently listed as questionable for the game. Fox, both guys, injury/illness, right ankle soreness for Fox, and a left knee for Harper. And I thought Harper was phenomenal in that Game 4 loss.
Yep.
And I'm just watching that again as they had the lead in that fourth quarter before it dissipated, and they eventually lost. I'm thinking they have drafted so well with these guys out of college. And then that trade for Fox, I would like him to hit some more shots. If he can go back to the 2023 Sacramento Kings version.
Where is he?
I don't know. But if that guy shows up, they can beat the Thunder, no problem.
He did that in Game 2. Also, I like McDaniels, but Game 3 was ridiculous. He was 5 of 22?
Yeah.
He shouldn't take 22 shots, especially when he's not knocking stuff down. So I think Ann has a big game, and they keep it close. And that's not enough respect for Minnesota.
No, I'm on
catching double digits.
With you. I'm on Wemby, triple-double. Little pizza money there, and I like the 10.5 as well.
Well, it's also we can't have nice things. The whole world wants to see OKC San Antonio.
That's right.
And then Minnesota can blow this up.
I also think tonight in hockey, and we're going to expand on this with Jonathan Davis in studio coming up in about 8 minutes, I think the prices on the dogs tonight are a little out of control. That's the only way I could bet both of these games. Here at Circa, again, I'm looking at the Sabres on the road at plus 130 and the Anaheim Ducks at plus 137?
I'm with you on the Ducks. I don't know about Buffalo. We have another goalie change. Lions out. Since they led Game 1 4-1, they've been outscored 12-3. And again, tough place to play, great atmosphere. This is Buffalo's season. If they fall down 3-1, I think that's all she wrote. And how about Dobish, Conn Smythe?
I'm in.
Are you? Yeah, 25-1. Kid's been great. We love him. I go get something to eat. I watch Game of Thrones. I go to bed. Sounds good. So the kid's been awesome, and maybe they're saying Patrick Waugh all over again with 1986. Montreal, the last Canadian team to win in '93. Maybe they can do this and put a scare into Carolina and get all the way to the Cup. But I respect Buffalo. They've had a great season, but since midway through Game 1, this has been a mismatch, and it's been all Montreal. So it's their season. Let's see how they respond. And if they can make this thing interesting, I think it's a good price on Montreal, not only to win this game, but to win the series.
Oh, you like the game. In my opinion, it's if you bet both dogs tonight, I'm pretty sure I'll take my chances of coming out on top with at least a small profit. Because if you win one of the two, you're going to have a winning night betting these games. And maybe both get there. Montreal is playing incredible hockey right now. Absolutely not going to deny that. Funny you mentioned that, by the way, about the Conn Smythe. I did put that in pocket today. Small bet on him to win it.
Yeah.
So now
there makes sense.
Now we have
Great
a goalie
numbers.
that hopefully doesn't get pulled, like Wedgwood, and now he's probably riding pine the rest of the series.
Oh, I don't know. I got to talk to Jonathan Davis. I don't know. They're both 80-1 now to win the Conn Smythe. Guy plays one game, and now they have the same odds. The guy was 6-1 with a 2-4, and they made the change.
And let me point this out as well. We get some more WNBA games tonight. Good follow on X at VSiN Insights. The Wings, first of all, their first game this year against the Fever went flying over the total, and Kazarian nailed that with us last week. So their dogs against the Atlanta Dream. Projections have this one going north of 185 points being scored. Here with the website, vsin.com, Shoemaker's numbers as well. And the recommended bet here is over 181.5. You said this yesterday. Totals are 9-2 over so far? Yeah.
4-0 Sunday. Yep. I don't mind the Angel Reese prop for rebounds. She was traded to a much better team, and Atlanta can score and they can play. I don't mind her rebounds over. And the Olivia Miles for the Lynx. She's $1.30 to score 14 points. Big movement already for Rookie of the Year, Mark. Because Fudd did nothing.
Oh, Fudd's not going to win.
What is that?
No,
3 points. I mean, she going to have any kind of impact?
Well, they drafted her for one reason only.
Right. I know, and it looks like that. So Miles has a 21-point performance right out of the gates for the Lynx, who blew a 17-point lead, but she's $1.30 to score 14. I like that tonight with Minnesota, and I think she can score along with the Reese.
All right. Very good. Follow the money here on VSiN, the sports betting network. Up next, NHL playoffs. We're going to prize some best bets out of Jonathan Davis. He's going to join us in studio. I think I know which way he's going to go in this game because 6 or more goals have been scored over the last 11 meetings between these two teams.
The guarantee? I hear it's massive.
They wouldn't do this unless it was something big.
There is no way it's that high.
I think it's even bigger.
It's huge. What? It's huge. Oh.
I'm down here at Circa, and I heard it's going to be gigantic. It's the biggest contest we've ever seen.
Seriously, what's the guarantee?
All right, guys. You're going to have to wait and see. The biggest pro football contests in the world are back. Visit circasports.com for more information.
Elevate your sports betting game with VSiN's exclusive betting splits. Stay ahead with real-time market trends and track bet percentages on any matchup. Then uncover the edge by comparing them to the amount of bets placed to find out where the sharp money is headed. Upgrade to VSiN Pro to access betting splits, live odds, line moves, power ratings, and in-depth game analysis. Go to vsin.com/pro to join VSiN, the sports betting network.
This is VSiN, the sports betting network.
Follow the money on VSiN.
Best bets here with some analysis. NHL playoffs. Jonathan Davis joins the program now in studio. He's in town for the Golden Knights game tonight against the Ducks, Game 5 here in Las Vegas. Good to see you, JD. How are you?
Doing great. Never a bad time to be here.
I saw this on Twitter last night. As I was watching the game at the same time, and I thought to myself, it's been a long time since Minnesota's done anything here offensively. Turns out somebody tracked it. It was more than 60 minutes in real time without a shot on goal. I can't even wrap my head around that. Are they cooked?
Yeah, they're cooked. They're done. I mean, stick a fork. Like that game 4 was their. I mean, game 3. Look, they played great. They played the game of their lives. I mean, game 4. The fact they were up 1-0 and they were outshot 14-5 in that first period. Like the Avs were like, we're good. Like I never felt Minnesota. But they did fight. I mean, it was 2-2 until it wasn't.
Yeah. Well, you had the over too. I mean, how lucky are you?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
The only thing I won last night.
Oh, my God. 5 goals.
I got killed at the blackjack table.
Yeah, okay. No, that's going to happen. 2 empty net goals.
Yes.
To get it. How about all the changes Colorado made, though? I thought that was an overreaction, but everything worked out. I mean, okay, you finally lose a game. You make the goalie change. You messed it with the line, but everything worked out.
I mean, look, I went back and took a look at Wedgwood had started 8 straight games prior to the play. It never started more than 2 in a row when healthy. It was always back and forth.
Never more than 2 in a row.
Yeah. And when both goalies were healthy, like he did go through a stretch beginning of the year, started 9 straight, 11 of 12 when Blackwood was injured. But during the season, never more than 2 in a row. So I think it was very similar to what Minnesota did. I know Paulie and I disagree. I think going to Gustafsson in game 2 was the right move. Wallstedt's been really good in games 3 and 4. He gave up an 8 spot in game 1, and he had started 7 straight and never started more than 2 in a row. So I'm good with the change.
Okay.
Follow the money here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. Our guest, Jonathan Davis, NHL senior betting expert right here at VSiN. And now the adjusted series price, Colorado minus 1,800, Minnesota plus 950. And Minnesota, I think earlier today, they're like 30-1 to win the West.
Yeah, not even pizza money.
Not even pizza money?
No.
Okay.
Give me, it's a donation.
Okay, how about the Conn Smythe now? Blackwood and Wedgwood are now have the same number. So how do we see Blackwood until he has a bad game, or now what happens?
Sure. I mean, look, they went with 2 goalies. Like, you guys were talking about it yesterday, I think, with Nick Alberga about the fact that, we've seen more 1 goalie than 2 this year.
Uh-huh.
But, look, these teams have gone with 2. So, Conn Smythe, come on. Like, Conn Smythe, the only thing you want to do is Nathan McKinnon.
I was going to say, are we overthinking it? Is it just McKinnon?
Oh, my God. It's McKinnon. And you can still, still a better price to take McKinnon.
Just Colorado or overall? Dobish? We got to throw some Dobish.
No. I'm saying if you like Colorado,
if
you like Colorado, you take McKinnon.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Buffalo season on the line. Yeah. Goalie change again. Since game 1 when it was 4-1, it's been all Montreal. Place has been up for grabs, a tremendous atmosphere. They've outscored them 12-3. What happens tonight?
Well, I mean, Buffalo's going to play the desperate game. So can Montreal match the desperate play of Buffalo tonight? I mean, that's really what it comes down to. I mean, look, the Canadians won consecutive games for the first time in the playoffs when they won games 2 and 3. We'll see. I mean, look, UPL's numbers aren't great history-wise against Canadians. Goals against average of just around 4. Mm-hmm. He did win his only game against Montreal this year. But, I mean, like right now, Montreal, they look really good. Yeah. But here's the thing. Playoffs. Momentum goes from shift to shift. It doesn't go from game to game. Just look how the Ducks changed things from games, after game 3. Vegas was really good. Game 4, Anaheim was a lot better.
It totally flipped like that.
Yeah.
We'll have a totally different conversation if Buffalo wins this game tonight. They're going back home for game 5.
Yeah, well, game 1, we were like, oh, my God, Buffalo's the beast when they won game 1. We'll have a totally different conversation.
Either or both these teams, in your opinion, can they give Carolina a run for their money?
Both Montreal and Carolina for sure. Because, the one thing with Carolina is that, look, they're 1-12 in their last 3 conference finals. They don't change the way they play. They went through. They had the easiest opponent, and they shouldn't. I'm not punishing them for it. Philadelphia was the easiest team to play in the second round of all the remaining teams. But Montreal and Buffalo both have game changers, and they've both played Carolina well. I just think game changers make a difference for Carolina, who doesn't adjust the way they play.
There's a prop at BetOnline. Carolina total losses 3.5. You got to be kidding me. Yes. 3.5 over -170. They're beating Carolina now?
Yeah.
I mean, Colorado? Come on.
Right. So empty your bank account on that. Yeah. No, that's a great bet.
I can't believe that. That's so. What are you doing with shots on goal then? You going to go Suzuki?
Well, I'm tailing him for sure. I bet Suzuki yesterday over 2.5 at +126 was the best number I could find.
Yeah.
I did take a very small bet on him over 3.5 as well.
Okay.
And also your other guy who has scored goals lately as well, Newhook.
Yeah.
How high did you play him with the shots on goal?
I mean, I played him 1.5, just that was straight, and then I put him in a parlay with a bunch of guys. I mean, I went pizza money parlay, 3 shots on goal, and you can retire on this one here. Josh Doan, Newhook, Suzuki, Jacob Trouba, Anaheim, Darlene Buffalo, Dorofeyev, all for 3+ shots on goal, plus 10715.
So more than 100 to 1.
Yeah.
Okay. And they have been like getting all those players.
All of them. And then I did a little smaller one for 2 shots. Doan, Newhook, Trouba, McTavish, Marner, and Dorofeyev.
You're going to tweet all this stuff out as well?
It's in the article.
It's in the article?
Good.
Yeah. Okay. VSiN.com?
Yeah.
Okay. How much is experience going to help Vegas tonight, if any?
It'll help, but I mean, look, they're 8-15 now with Mark Stone out of the lineup. I mean, you can't ignore that number. I thought, though, even with, like, I'm telling you, Paulie, I was sitting in the press box in Anaheim during Game 4. We all thought Vegas was winning that game, even down 3. Like at 3-2 at the end of 2, we're all huddling around. Yeah, this is Vegas' game. They're winning 5-3 tonight. I mean, I thought I liked the way they played. You know, Anaheim, the power play was good.
Finally, though. That's why you got to be scared. They got the power play going finally.
Sure.
They were 50% against Edmonton and hadn't done anything until that game.
Yeah, but the goals like that Hart may have given up one bad goal. He had a couple. One went off a skate. One went off a stick. I mean, I can't fault him completely.
Better bet, in your opinion, then, would it be the Ducks tonight at a price around +137? That's here at Circa, or the Ducks to win the series, which is a much smaller price, believe it or not.
I'll take them just to win tonight. I mean, here's the thing. Like, Vegas is 6-0 in the playoffs when they start a series at home and lead 2-1. Their Game 5 numbers haven't been great. I went and pulled those up. I mean, Game 5 now, they're 5-3 in their last 8 Game 5s. They are 5-0 in their last 5 Game 6s. I mean, but I just like the number. The value's there with Anaheim tonight.
Yeah, I stand corrected, by the way. The series price is right around the same. I was looking at the wrong category there. Right around the same. How far do you think either one of these teams could push Colorado?
Oh, no. Done. I mean,
Minnesota's second best team?
Minnesota's second best.
Okay, so
Anaheim scored 3 goals in 3 games against the Avs this year. They beat them once. They were outshot 41-16. Okay? And they wanted a shootout. Dostal stood on his head.
I think I remember that game. We talked about it, I think, during win-lose.
Oh, man.
Yeah. No,
that's going to be a big price.
They're a machine. I mean, they are a machine. And McKinnon. Look, Colorado's had all 18 guys that have dressed in this series have scored a goal. No, I'm sorry. I've got a point.
Got a point.
I think 14 have a goal.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Just in this series against Minnesota?
Just in this series against Minnesota. Parker Kelly was the last guy
not
to record a point for Colorado in the series, and he scored a goal last night. They had 3 guys that scored their first goal of the series last night with Waugh, Nelson, and Kelly.
Well, what do you think about the penalty in the first period?
The butt end?
Yes.
Oh, no, that was...
egregious.
It was egregious. You couldn't give him... I understand why they didn't give him 5. I didn't know that you could give a double minor for butt ending. I'd never seen that before, but Dave Jackson did a good job on the broadcast of explaining it because they couldn't... They knew it was there. It's kind of like the goal that Anaheim scored against Edmonton. You knew it went... Like, that goal, like, you knew it went in, but you couldn't see it. Like, so...
I thought Minnesota blew the chances that they had a lot in the first period. Like, that game probably should have been minimum 2-0 Wild. That's the way it felt to me. Yes, I thought
they were...
But during the power play or after?
Well, before and then during it as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just think Colorado, they've got no Joel Eriksson-Ek, and that's a huge loss for them. Now, our man Tarasenko let us down last night. Although I will say, I will come back with him. He only had 1 shot on goal. He had 7 or 8 directed at the net. So it's not that he didn't have his opportunities. So, but Ek's a huge loss for them.
You like to play empty net goal.
Oh, yeah.
It was plus 220 last night?
Plus 220 for Colorado, 250 for Minnesota. Okay. The other one, here's a way to play Nathan McKinnon, by the way.
Okay.
He has scored a third period goal in 3 of the 4 games against the Wild and a third period goal in 4 or 5. You can get him, I think it's plus 290 for a third period goal. He's minus 120 for an anytime goal. And, and McKinnon's got 2 empty netters. And so I think a third period goal for McKinnon, if you want to play his goal prop, that's one way to attack it.
I haven't even checked the latest numbers for him on the Conn Smythe, though.
Plus 220?
Plus 250.
250?
250, is the best price that I saw.
Is that a better way to bet them to win the Cup?
Yeah, because they're 135 to win the Cup.
Because how many guys can realistically win on Colorado? It's him?
It's him.
Hang tight. We're going to do win-lose coming up next. I got a question for you about Mitch Marner, rubbing this in your face. And it was all over during the longest run in franchise history. Paulie, with the details on that coming up next.
VSiN's player prop projection tool is now available for the NBA. Get projections for points, assists, rebounds, and more powered by Opta AI. On VSiN.com/NBA props, we line up our projections against the latest DraftKings odds so you can quickly spot mismatches and find value before the market adjusts. The NBA player prop projections tool is available exclusively to VSiN Pro subscribers. Check it out now at VSiN.com/NBA props and join us on the Sports Betting Network.
Your favorite VSiN shows and personalities are now available to download as podcasts. Catch every hour of our live broadcast with VSiN Best Bets, or find your go-to show and download it directly. Get instant reactions to last night's games, sharp analysis on today's biggest matchups, and everything in between. Whether you're commuting, working out, or just catching up, VSiN lets you take the action with you wherever and whenever you want. Search VSiN on your favorite podcast platform and get in on the action with VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. Some, Lose Some is sponsored by the Sharp Plays. Were you a winner last night? Wow, winning. Or was it a rough one?
Well, they can't all be winners, can they?
Loser! You're a loser!
Paulie Howard recaps the night in sports betting in Win Some, Lose Some.
All-time performance from the Cavs last night, 25-0 run, biggest in Cleveland playoff history to get it done against the Pistons. Donovan Mitchell tied for most points and a half in NBA playoff history. He was 10-1 to have 40 points. Most threes in the game, Harden 4-1. Most rebounds, Tobias Harris 12-1, although a dead heat with Mobley. Lakers Thunder, LeBron most rebounds plus 750. Hachimura does it again, most threes plus 350. Redick did a good job this year. Why isn't he on the floor down 3 when they at the end of the game?
Had to have that shot down 113 to 110.
Good look for Reeves in and out, but you've got to get Hachimura out there. 12-1 overrun to end the season over 1.5 made threes. Orioles beat the Yankees plus 140. Giants surprised the Dodgers plus 160. The Rays do it again. They've won 15 of 17. Subscribe, be part of the team, VSiN.com, our radio and podcast friends. You always want to see these tweets and videos at Paulie Does Vegas on Instagram. Send them in, we'll put you on. Love the Bulldogs and the French Bulldogs. Here we're going to check into a hotel. And before we do so, it's Speedy Gonzalez, the French Bulldog, going up and down the hallway. And excited to be in the hotel where he's got the zoomies. Nothing better when the dog gets the zoomies here. It goes on and on and on, running up and down, getting a little tired. That's excellent. Good-looking dogs. What is going on in Seattle? Cal Raleigh is 0 for his last 36 now. What? Between Tatis not going deep and this guy, can't get one base hit? Get 0 for 36?
Well, we expected some regression.
Oh, my God.
Did we ever expect anything close to this?
No.
Safe to say that last year was a career year for Cal Raleigh.
Oh, no kidding. It's like $140. Thunder, 10 up to 12.5. No good. And a lose some video. A friend of a friend in real estate. Want to show the house? Okay, let's go in the garage. Oh, watch out. Anaconda. Look at this thing. I cannot do snakes. I am heights and snakes freak me out. Imagine that. I can't buy the house. No way.
You're out at that point?
I'm looking at a whole different area when I see that thing in the garage.
Where are you at with like big spiders?
No problem.
No problem at all?
No problem. Snakes, that's a big boy too. I mean, that is, oh my God, I could not do that. That's a monster.
That's like 5 feet long, 6 feet long.
Get out of here.
Not that big.
Oh, man. And the vicious beat. Davis had the over. God bless him. Avalanche Wild, a Moose in Minnesota, 6.5. 1-1, 12 minutes left in the game. 5 third-period goals, 2 empty net goals in the last minute to put it over. Sports calendar never stops. Sharp Plays covers it all. All of it documented. Logs posted publicly, sharpplays.com. Got the Mr. Poison tweets again. And the update before the game, great transparency, locked in, great sources. They talk to over 500 different bettors and sources worldwide across all sports and send all the info and plays to subscribers in real time. Respected, watched, and feared. Start winning with them, sharpplays.com.
We continue here with Jonathan Davis, VSiN's senior NHL betting analyst, who in town for the Golden Knights and the Ducks game tonight, Game 5. Golden Knights higher than a 150 favorite here. So you're born in Montreal, but you moved to Toronto. Yeah. So lifelong Maple Leafs fan.
No. Canadians fan.
Oh, Canadians
I was a Canadians fan.
You were?
I was. And then
calm down.
Yeah.
And then you transitioned into a Maple Leafs fan.
No, never. Oh, no,
Okay.
no. I was a Kings fan for a while. I mean, I worked for the Kings Network for a long time.
Okay.
So
how does Mitch Marner leading the playoffs, every single individual player in scoring, make Maple Leafs fans feel?
Yeah, I mean, I think they got to get over it, but it can't make them feel good. You're going, where was this when he was here? But at the same time, I mean, if you saw watch Mitch Marner at the Four Nations, watch Mitch Marner at the Olympics and what he did when he didn't have to be the guy. This is what we're seeing in Vegas. He doesn't have to be the guy, and he comes up big. I mean, he was in on the tying goal at the Four Nations. He scored 3-on-3 in overtime for Canada, and here in the playoffs. A great hockey player.
Let me run some of these numbers that are available to bet right now past you. FanDuel has them up. You can bet them. Eastern Conference projected series prices and matchups that we have. They have Carolina minus 310 against Buffalo in a series price.
Give me Buffalo. Yeah, I mean, look, I've got Carolina to get knocked out in the conference final from the summer plus 450. So I'm staying away. But I would be on both Carolina and Montreal.
Well, I haven't even told you the Montreal price yet.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
They have Carolina minus 260. The take back on the Canadians would be plus 210. And the total number of games, 5.5. Over is minus 70.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. What I would do is I would play that the way I like I've been playing a lot of these series. Play both teams to win in 6, both teams to win in 7, and come away with at least a unit of profit.
So you would bet Buffalo against them for sure at that price, and you would absolutely love Montreal against them.
Yeah, because the Hurricanes, look, they're 1-12 in their last 3 conference finals. Like under Rod Brindamore, they play the same style of hockey no matter who they play against, and now they're going to play against players on both Montreal and Buffalo that I consider game changers. And so, I like both those teams. They don't handle game changers very well.
You're too hard on them. I think you're too hard on them. Number one, you got to give Freddie more respect and credit. No goalie has started 8-0, 3 goalies rather, and started 8-0 in 30 years, but he's 8-0 with a 1-1 goals against, and the fact that the team total of the opponent has gone over in all 8 games. They suffocate you.
The Flyers can't score.
Ottawa was good, though.
They couldn't score on you.
Was Ottawa.
Okay, those games were close. That series could have gone a lot differently.
But they win 3-1. I mean, that's what they do.
I understand. That I give them credit. The Flyers, an absolute walkover. And then when the Flyers lost, their best goal scorer in Owen Tippett, and then they lose Noah Cates for the last 2 games, they got nothing. Like, they're just not enough.
So are you seeing all the similarities here? Patrick Waugh in 86, last team from Canada to win it in 93. Dobish has been awesome. We're talking Conn Smythe. He's been great. You saw the same interview we did. I have my dinner. I watch Game of Thrones. I go to bed. Can he carry them all the way? Is Montreal that good? Is Dobish that good? They can win the whole thing.
Dobish is that good to carry them all the way. Montreal, I don't think that they can go all the way if Nick Suzuki and Cole Caulfield, he finally scored. But he doesn't have a 5-on-5 goal in the playoffs. And Juraj Slavkovsky, the other guy on their wing, hasn't scored since game 1 when he had the hat trick, all 3 goals in the power play. They have to be better 5-on-5.
Well, if I would have told you that Montreal would be up 2-1 in the second round and can advance to the Eastern Conference Finals, and Caulfield is 120 to 1 to win the Conn Smythe, you would have told me I'm out of my mind.
Absolutely.
Right? You would have said he's going to be the short shot for the team, but he's anything but.
Right. Yeah, no, and there's no way you could take him. Like, at this point, you've got to play Dobish. Suzuki's got, I would say would be the second shot on the board, leads the team in points in the playoffs. But Dobish right now is the overwhelming favorite.
How about Stankoven if Carolina actually comes out?
Yeah, well,
he's 13 to 1 right now at FanDuel.
So if you like Carolina, if you're sold on Carolina, I would just play Stankoven, Hall, and Blake. They're all at like 13, 14 to 1.
Oh no, go Freddie, man. Freddie.
Not a chance.
Come on.
He hasn't. Paulie, he hasn't had to be the difference.
Oh,
the numbers are great. He has not had to be the difference.
Are you saying that he needs a game where he gets peppered with 43 shots and he allows 1 goal and they win 2-1?
If they play games like if he plays like he did, or has to play like he did against Ottawa, like he played really well. He was very good against the Senators. Came up big a lot. He needs another series like that for sure. But right now, I mean, the way that Stankoven, 7 goals. Taylor Hall is having a renaissance in Carolina, a former first-round number 1 draft pick. I mean, to me, it's any one of those 3 guys right now.
Who was the other one?
Stankoven, Hall, and Jackson Blake.
Okay.
Is it automatic that the Maple Leafs are going to take McKenna first? Minus 620 to be the first pick.
I'd be stunned if they. I mean, even if Stenberg, who's the other forward that's really good, they would be vilified if they didn't take Gavin McKenna.
The field is 4 to 1.
I mean,
no way.
No chance. Don't even consider it.
Look, it's kind of like, I made the bet. Mike Palm and I both bet anyone but Matthew Schaefer to win the award for the best defenseman because it was pretty close. Mm-hmm. I was thinking maybe if Schaefer gets hurt. I just don't see how the Leafs shy away and pivot from Gavin McKenna. It would take a lot.
There's a prop. Will McDavid and Matthews play on the same team, 10 to 1?
I just, like, if you're Connor McDavid, why would you want to play with Austin Matthews instead of Leon Draisaitl? Like, Matthews, I've said it before, guys. The guy plays with a torn cartilage, a torn motivator cuff, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, man.
That's brutal. Oh, that's brutal.
Matthews or Draisaitl? No way.
What changes are coming, though?
In Toronto?
No, Edmonton's got to make big changes.
Well, look, the story that Frank Saravelli, really good hockey writer, wrote today is that they've asked the Golden Knights for permission to talk to Cassidy, and the Golden Knights denied them.
Wow.
Which I